There's a really weird conspiracy going on with these mobile game developers. Around a week after my video ranking every Cut the Rope game, Cut the Rope 3 was announced and released another week later. Then I made a video on the Subway Surfer series, and 2 days before it went live, they soft launched a new game called Subway Surfer City. Now, credit where credit's due, Temple Run gave me a few months before my video was outdated, so that was nice, but they still had to do it to me, didn't they? I noticed Where's My Water 2 got a new logo. I'm just waiting for that series 2 at this point. What's crazy is that these have all been big titles that follow in the mainline series, all going back to their roots. Temple Run tried out some soulless spin-offs, and even in my original video I said I would not be surprised to get more games very soon. I even mentioned Temple Run 3, which this game is in every way other than a name. This game very much is Temple Run 3, unless of course, one day they actually make a game with that title, outdating this video too. You know they're going to, you just know it! So enough intro, time to find out what's going on in this new Temple Run, and if I should already have started loading my gun. The game starts out with a nice little cutscene, showing our characters being teleported onto the lost shores of Aperion. After the plane crashes, we're introduced to our favorite main character, Guy Dangerous, who looks like this now. And he's just an annoying, confident, yet stupid male protagonist making crappy Marvel quips every chance he gets. Awesome! Pretty quickly we're brought into the tutorial, now being chased by this game's Skull Monkey, or Skull Gorilla by the looks of things. Already this is pretty different from your typical Temple Run game. Motion controls have been completely removed, opting for the more common Subway Surfers controls every game in this genre has now. I am pretty sad about that, it just makes the game so much less unique. There's also a destination to reach too. Yep, this is a level-based game, something completely new to Temple Run. And lastly, we are nowhere near a temple, clearly. Hopefully we'll actually get to Temple Run at some point. By level 3 they introduce our second character, Scarlet. I like her new look better than Guy Dangerous, and honestly, I should just be thankful she doesn't look like this. Each character seems to have a unique set of abilities, with Scarlet's being able to climb walls. Guy Dangerous just gets a magnet, so I'm left wondering why I wouldn't just always play as Scarlet then. I don't want to miss something because I brought in this useless cuck. These moves can be upgraded and is one of the main reasons you collect coins. There's also 3 missions to complete in each level, and for now at least, it would be pretty hard not to get them all in a run. I remember a lot of people said they loved the death screens in the original Temple Run and how fun it was to see each one. So let's watch some of the incredible animations they made for your deaths in this game. Aren't these incredible? There's these monkeys you're meant to jump and duck under, and when you hit one, you just bounce off of them and they just stand there and stare at you lying on the ground. Exciting! The underwater one especially is just embarrassing, I'd say. Which, speaking of, our first new environment is completely underwater, and it's actually a fun idea. It forces you to move in every direction, something I don't think I've seen in a game like this. Probably because it doesn't work very well. Because the lanes on the ground are extremely clear, and there's no indication of how high or low you are in the environment, so you better hope you have good depth perception. I definitely hate these levels, but at least they tried something new, right? When you reach level 16, you finally get to play the Endless mode. Some levels will seemingly be endless, so completing missions means lasting a lot longer than usual. It also introduces us to how far they're taking the typical 3-lane gameplay, going up to 5 lanes at times and taking you on completely different routes. The way the camera turns in these moments is really awful though, makes you want to stay on the main course at all costs. There's a new power fountain stages that can completely change the layout of the course, creating platforms out of thin air and covering deadly spikes on the ground. Reaching level 20 unlocks bonus daily and weekly challenges that reward you with extra currency and power-ups when completed, as well as events. The current one takes place in a new Tundra location, so it was pretty cool to try that out early. There was a second event taking place in the sky, and by the looks of it, I'd assume they'd add more levels outside the story mode here, for people dedicated to playing the game. Reaching level 26 brings you to a brand new environment, the Swamp. Shrek would be so proud. Here you'll find new power-ups allowing you to double jump, river sections where you run on moving logs, and demon crocodiles, which is definitely the best part of this new game. Oh, and also these poison sections that violently shake the screen when ran through and gave me a headache immediately. When you get to level 30, you unlock a brand new character, Nitty. Her ability is a double jump, but remember, it has to recharge before you can double jump again. I also realized while playing as her that you can kind of just slide forever, and it's really weird looking. Anyways, once you make it through the swamp area, you go back to more beach levels. Great, I'll see you guys in 25 levels out of the sheer hope that there'll be something new on the other side. At least you get to unlock Barry halfway through the section, and he's definitely got my favorite design of the group. His ability is kinda weird. If you jump over 5 obstacles, you get to break through an obstacle without dying for free. Probably good for endless mode, I'd assume. Thank God, level 76 was on a new location, the Tundra. Yes, we already saw it in the event, I'm just thankful it wasn't the freaking swamp again. For the first 15 levels or so, there's literally nothing new, just different terrain. There is a random power-up added in, and our next character, the Captain. She can literally run on water, and that's pretty fun. And her character design is great too. Well, I made it to level 100. I had to play the game until 4 AM to do it, but I can definitely say I played a large majority of this game now. Who would have guessed that level 101 would be back to the swamp? Me, I did. On the App Store page, the game says it has 500 story mode levels. That is very impressive. You can really play this game for a long time, but I don't know about you, but I don't have time to play through 500 levels right now. I want to get a good sense of the game. I played it for a few hours now, but I gotta call it quits there. Who knows how crazy things could get and what the final level is like, but a person with a lot more patience can be the first one to discover that, not me. So let's go over the non-gameplay elements I've yet to discuss about this game. First, the currency and power-ups. Coins can be used to upgrade characters and craft power-ups to bring into levels as you please. Pretty basic stuff there. Then there's stars you earn from completing missions in each level, and you need a certain amount to progress to future levels. Finally, completing all 3 missions earns you a charm stone, which can be used to buy new abilities for your characters. Some levels actually have a hidden 4-star, just for those real completionists out there, I guess. Something I thought was pretty fun is the leaderboard shown in the Hall of Fame. It keeps track of your total scores in every single level, and that's crazy. Imagine playing all 500 levels and then optimizing your score in all of them. I have no idea who I Alpha Tango is, but when I recorded this, the game had literally just come out. This guy created the game or hacked it. I refuse to believe otherwise. The music is kind of annoying, honestly. I had to turn it off after an hour. I'm sure I'll put it in the background of this video, so judge it for yourself. I never ran into any bugs, other than my missions not displaying right, but not a big deal, and pretty good for a first day. I also want to note somewhere in this video that this is an Apple Arcade exclusive. I'll make sure to put it in the description too, just in case people want to play it and just don't have an Apple device. It's sad to have such a limited audience who can try the thing, but the big positive is that there are no ads, no in-app purchases, and you can try the game out for free thanks to Apple's free trial method. That means you can no longer watch an ad to revive yourself, meaning when you die, you die. As we wrap up our final thoughts on this new game, I think it's important we take a nice long look at the original, and more importantly, put them up side by side. Now tell me, in your opinion, which one looks like every single 3D Endless Runner game you have ever seen in your entire life, and which one doesn't? Which one has personality? Which one looks exciting? Which one makes you actually want to go onto the App Store and play for yourself? If you said Temple Run Legends, that's fine, I'm happy for you. But without question, time and time again, I will choose the original Temple Run. It's just the better game, and that's all there is to it. One of my favorite things about the original Temple Run is just how unique it feels. So many games came after it, but none had the same vibes or excitement as the first. And now here comes this new game, ditching everything cool about the franchise and attempting to play like all the crappy knockoffs that wanted to be the new Temple Run but failed. Temple Run themselves actually made a Temple Run knockoff. That is the timeline we live in. But despite this, Temple Run Legends brings a lot to the series. So many new environments, obstacles, ideas, playstyles, and characters. It is a massive game that probably only gets better the more you play. I find games like this so hard to start because it's painfully slow, and making it through 100 levels just to get a challenge or see something new is almost definitely not worth it. I can't imagine many people will make it through the first 2 worlds, which are, trust me, insanely boring and as easy as you could possibly imagine. But compared to our list of Temple Run games, this easily beats a lot of them. It's an actual game in the original gameplay style that instantly makes it B tier at least. Compared to Temple Run 2, however, I don't think the art style or atmosphere compares in the slightest. I know this is technically a spin-off, but it just does not fit the style of the first 2 games at all. Still, I was not expecting much from this game. I personally thought it looked really bad before playing it. I wasn't completely wrong, but it would be a lie to say in any way that it's a bad game, or even a bad Temple Run game. If you want a level-based Endless Runner, I'd recommend Spider-Man Unlimited or Lara Croft Relic Run 10 times over this one, but I've played plenty of Endless Runners now, and I can confidently say this one is B tier. Sorry if that's a boring answer, but it's kind of a boring game. It's as basic as they come with little charm from the original Temple Run series. Its new mechanics are really what makes this worth checking out at all. But please, if you play this game, let me know what you thought and how accurate you think my ranking is. I'd love to hear what others thought and if anyone plans to play all 500 levels. Let me remind you all this game came out on August 1st, 2024. Quick turnaround for sure. If you'd like to see videos like this for other mobile game series, please consider becoming a member or patron of the channel. I put a lot of work in this video over the last 2 days, and it would mean a lot. Thank you to my current members, Leland, Patrick Bayerjan, Bright Streak, MD Switchy, Dojo Master, Jasper TV, Keep, Omegon, Galguy, Jeb the Legend, Cheaper Yang, Gotham, Marie, Callum Ford, OK, Sire Was Taken, Perskule Banenner, Bo Vanderland, Checky, Green Man, yeah, Mr. Odell, Stuff Happens Sometimes, Timor, Kuranov, Aaron the Ghoul, Freakish Smile, Tarky, Cameron, Labatane, The Flash Game Guy, Board, Pika Girl for You, Miku, Geminot, Lewis, and Christoph Creations. I wonder if Temple Run will ever try to be cool again, and if they'll actually attempt a Temple Run 3 with the classic art style and not this cartoony Subway Surfers looking art style. Seriously, I cannot believe how much this feels like a new Subway Surfers game rather than a Temple Run game. So strange. I even mentioned Temple Run 3, which this game is in every other